Hello and welcome to Hall Pass, the show that brings you up close and personal with the amazing and talented students of the Virgin Islands. I'm your host, Cynthia Graham. And so speaking of talent, that's what we're showcasing today. Students across the territory continue to excel in amazing ways. Today, my guests are the mini fashionistas from Gladys Abraham Elementary School and dancing classroom students from Lockhart Elementary School. The mini fashionistas have been in existence for just about 6 months, but you would think they've been around for much longer with the way they've been blazing the fashion scene on St. Thomas. We're going to meet these young ladies and get a chance to see for ourselves what the buzz is all about. And now, allow me to introduce you to the mini fashionistas. I told you, let's hear it for the mini fashionistas. Come on up here, guys. Come on up here. Let's get to meet the mini fashionistas. Come on over. And we're also joined by their advisor or founder of the group, Miss Tisha Faulkner Grant. Here to talk a little bit about the mini fashionistas. Great job, girls. Excellent. So Ms. Grant, just give us a little bit of background about this beautiful group of young ladies that you're mentoring. Tell us about the mini fashionistas, when it was founded. Go ahead.
Okay, I decided to put a group together just to be a part of our Black History Show in February.
Of 2017.
Of 2017, yes, this year. So I began to put them together from in January. So I decided to get them together, and we had an audition 5 days straight. I had over 40 girls. I did have some boys, but they didn't want to come back. But anyway, I started with the tryouts, and they came with some vigor and energy and excitement, and I was able to just pick 12 girls.
So it's a group of 12.
12
we have
girls.
6 here today.
Yes.
Okay.
So when we did our first show in the Black History Show in school, I mean, the whole school went crazy. Really crazy. I mean, they were doing their 360s and their pivots.
Okay.
I'm sorry, after this. That is interesting. But after that, they were always called to do other shows in the school and even shows off campus.
Okay, great. Now, you've been involved in the fashion scene here in the islands. So what was your purpose and the mission behind, starting a group like this for young ladies?
At first, it was what I noticed. I noticed that a lot of the girls didn't know how to carry themselves.
Okay.
And didn't know how to sit properly. And they were also showing interest in me because I'm always, according to them, they were telling me I'm always modeling.
Okay.
So they want to walk like me. So I said, you know what, let me just try to put a group together like this and see how it comes about. And it just
here
went through the roof.
Yeah, so it's more than just about modeling or fashion. So it's about building self-esteem and even some life skills and things like that. So I think this is beautiful. And so tell me who we have here today.
Okay. First, we have, can I go behind here?
Sure.
We have one of my leader, top model, Armandi Brooks. They also have stage names. Can I say the stage name too?
You can.
Okay, her stage name is Spice.
Okay.
We have Milkeri, I call her La Nina.
Okay.
Means danger. And I have Shiny Eyes, this is Ajane. We have Tsunade, who I call Fire. We have Chelsea, who I call Sugar.
Sugar. Okay.
And this is Akaya Haywood. She's also our Miss St. John princess, reigning princess, and she is this Spice, right? Yes, she's Miss Spice.
All right, these beautiful young ladies. So, young ladies, I want to hear from you about being involved in Mini Fashionistas. And Miss Grant, feel free to give the mic to whomever. So, what do you enjoy most about being in this group? Any one of you?
What I enjoy most about being in this group is going on stage and showing off my talent.
Excellent. And now, what about being in this group? What have you learned? Anyone else? You could pass the mic on. What is it teaching you? What are some of the things you're learning?
It learning me how to be confident and give me more courage and how to put like myself more better.
Okay. So before that, you were shy. A lot of us tend to be shy. So being in Mini Fashionistas, it's helping you to be more courageous and more confident?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Now, tell me, what are some of the things you are actually learning? What is it that Ms. Grant is teaching you?
Grant is teaching us etiquette, how to carry ourselves like little young ladies, and proper things.
Oh, excellent. And now this is a question for, I guess, the whole group. Who in here wants to, I guess, go into fashion or modeling as you get older? Anyone has an interest in that kind of thing? Or
Come on.
Well, my interest in modeling is that I get courage, and to be on the stage right now is really hard for me because I'm shy.
but you're doing a good job. You're doing a very good job. So you want to, when you grow older, when you grow up, you want to go into modeling like you see Ms. Grant doing? Is that something that interests you? Okay, well, great. Well, young ladies, thanks for chatting with me. We're going to see you a little later in the show. And so I know these young ladies, like you said, they've had a couple performances in school, out in the community. They have a couple things coming up.
They also did a photo shoot, and yes, they're in. A few of them are in a big show called Bernays Hair and Fashion Week, that I'm also in. That's going to be at the end of July.
Okay, and so you're getting them ready. You think they're about ready? From what I see, what I saw today, I think they're ready.
They auditioned, and the gentlemen from California were very impressed.
Wow.
They were very impressed.
Wow.
So that said a lot.
Well, keep up the great work with Grant and Mini
Thank you.
Fashionistas. Continue to do well in school and with your modeling, and we are very proud of you. All right? All right, Mini Fashionistas. Yay! And now let's get a sample of the talented students at the Lockhart Elementary School's dancing classrooms. Dancing Classrooms is an excellent program offered at many of our elementary schools on both St. Croix and St. Thomas. I'd like to introduce Katie Zaytoun, who is the Executive Director of Dancing Classrooms VI, to tell us more about this wonderful program. Welcome, Katie.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Great to have you
in
back
Dancing
on the show.
Yes,
Great
it's
to
so
have
good
you
to be
back
back.
on the show. Yes. So just tell us a little bit about Dancing Classrooms. What is Dancing Classrooms?
Well, our mission with Dancing Classrooms is to cultivate essential life skills through the practice of social dance. So they are learning a syllabus of American and Latin ballroom dances over the course of 10 weeks. So we meet with 5th and 8th grade classrooms, partnered with their classroom teachers during the school day. So as they learn the dances, they learn a lot of things very quickly about how to work as a team, how to communicate, cooperate, and also have elegance and all of those things that come along with ballroom dancing that puts into practice, such as having to touch each other, having to look in the eyes, and make a dance together. So all of the 4th 4 of the 5th grade classes, so 4 classes at Lockhart Elementary took part in Dancing Classrooms.
Okay. So now Dancing Classrooms, it is a national organization, is that correct?
Actually, international. We have 30 different locations across the United States, as well as a few sites internationally.
Wow.
Israel actually has a very large site, as well as in Switzerland and in Amman, Jordan as well.
Wow, so it was started in the United States.
Yes,
Yeah.
it actually started more than 20 years ago in New York City by a man named Pierre Dulaine. He himself was a professional ballroom dancer. And what dancing did for him as a young person, it helped him to stand a little taller, have more confidence. And after he finished this amazing career, I think he won championships across the world. He even performed on a cruise ship, I think, that came to St. Thomas actually at one point.
Okay.
But he wanted to give back to the students of New York City and help bring some dignity back into their lives through ballroom dancing. So you may have seen Take the Lead with
Yes.
Antonio Banderas,
Okay.
who plays Pierre Dulaine,
Yeah.
and a few other movies have been made. They're documentaries, Dancing in Jaffa, which features the program in Israel, having Jewish students and Palestinian students dancing together.
Oh, that's powerful.
It was a very powerful film.
Yeah.
They're on Netflix, and then as well as Mad Hot Ballroom, which showcases the program in New York City in the beginning. So after Mad Hot Ballroom was when people started calling in. They said, I want to have this in my hometown. My students here, whether it was Omaha, Texas, that's how sites started to pop up. And I believe the Virgin Islands was the first outside of the 50 states.
50
United
states.
States.
Okay, great. So now how long have Dancing Classrooms been in the Virgin Islands?
It actually arrived in 2009
Okay.
by a private company, only serving the schools on St. John. So at that time, there were the 3 schools, Guy Benjamin, Julius Sproul, and Gift Hill. And the following year in 2010, the program branched out into St. Thomas. At that time, I was a teaching artist, and Lockhart was actually our first elementary school, as well as BCB Middle School. And from that time, the next year, we formed the nonprofit in 2011. So we were able to expand and grow the program.
Right.
So an average of about 2 schools a year we've been able to add. So that means serving between 150 and 200 more students each year. So I'm really proud to say this year, with the support of the Department of Education and their financial partnership of supporting us with the grant, as well as the fundraising that comes from our nonprofit, almost 1,000 students
Is that
went through
right?
Dancing
Wow.
Classrooms this year.
Wow, and that's territory.
Territory-wide,
Right.
so St. John, St. Thomas, and St. Croix. So 13 schools in total,
Okay.
40 classrooms.
And you plan to expand fully to all?
We're pretty
We're just
close
about-
to
yeah.
reaching all of the 5th graders on St. Thomas.
Okay.
We do have 1 school. We hope to bring Sibley on board with us next year, but all of the other elementary schools were able to participate this year. And next year we hope to add 1 more school on St. Croix. So this year we had 4 schools, and next year would be great to keep building the program over on St. Croix as well.
So what are some of the highlights from the 2017 season of Dancing Classrooms?
I think just being able to be on all 3 islands,
Yeah.
and just knowing that all of those 5th graders are going through that same experience. And so, for example, at the end of the program, we have a Colors of the Rainbow team match, which takes place at Reichhold Center. It's a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and all the schools come together. But before that, we have a reception, and a few students are selected from each of the schools. So this year in St. Thomas was at Government House Ballroom, very elegant, chandeliers and all. And you have the students come in with their teammates from their own school, but as we change partners, they're dancing with students from other schools. So it's important for the other adults in the room, principals, teachers, family members, to see that interaction take place. It's pretty special to have, a gentleman from Lockhart dancing with a young lady from, even the private schools were there too. So, maybe All Saints or Antilles. And then the students from St. John dancing with St. Thomas, students from St. Thomas to have that. So I like the community aspect of building the community within the classroom itself, for their teachers to see their students in a different light and for them to see each other in a different way as well. And then also the whole school gets to kind of build that positive school culture.
Yeah.
If the entire 5th grade at Lockhart, there are 100 5th grade students, so that's pretty significant. and having that trickle out to the rest of the school, and then bringing everyone together.
And now, just quickly, there was a special event in St. Croix at the
Dorch Theater. So each
Theater.
island had their
Yeah.
own special reception. In
Okay.
St. John, we were at the Westin Ballroom in over there. And then St. Croix, it was very nice outside in Frederiksted at the Dorch Theater, which is under VI Council on the Arts, who they have been supporting us along the way as well since 2011. So at that time, you get, everyone dancing together at the end.
Dancing
So the
together, yeah.
parents are learning to dance,
Oh,
and teachers and principals are out there as well.
Yeah. Now I've seen them. I've seen this program in action, and I mean it's really remarkable to see our young people just doing these wonderful. Some of the things I think that's intricate. These intricate steps, and it seems like they've mastered it over what you said, a 10-week period.
It's not
Yeah.
that much time. I mean, the
Right.
first lesson, if you were to come and see, they're not wanting to touch each other because,
Right.
girls have cooties,
Right.
boys have cooties.
Right.
And but around lesson 5, they realize that none of that's that big of a deal anymore. They've tried something new. It might have felt awkward at first, but now they've moved on to the next level of how to be a team. And so that's what we care about more than anything, not so much that they have mastered the steps of the Roomba and maybe they'll go on to Dancing with the Stars. That really isn't, it doesn't really
Right.
matter. But are they escorting their partner? Are they holding the door? Are they saying please and thank you? So all of those life skills. Like we
Well,
talked about earlier.
Katie, I am going to let you take the stage and bring on your students, our dancing classroom students from Lockhart Elementary, and the
Yes.
stage is yours.
So you get to see the final product now.
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
All right,
Yes.
so we're really excited to introduce some young ladies and gentlemen from Lockhart Elementary. They are from Miss Huggins' class, taught by Miss Jessica, one of our teaching artists. So let's please welcome. We have Darnell and Nikea and Saju and Alanique. So we are going to get into an elegant dance frame. And the first dance you will see is the merengue. The merengue comes from the Dominican Republic, and it's a very lively, upbeat dance. 5, 6, please begin. Green light. Turn. Green light. Gentlemen. Green light. Together. Green light. Separate. Another break. All right, let's say thank you, partner. And check this out. Hello, new partner. 5, 6, please begin. Green light. All right, let's give your partner a twirl and a bow. And ladies and gentlemen, let's face everyone and please take a bow. So that was the merengue, everybody. So you can tell you can't help but just smile when you're dancing the merengue, right? So our next dance, we're going to slow things down just a little bit, but we're going to stay in the world of Latin ballroom dance, the Latino dances. So let's go from the Dominican Republic and travel to Cuba, to La Havana for the rumba. So if you're watching, just say rumba. Rumba. So let's find racetrack direction. Other racetrack, Darnell. All right. And there we go. That's perfect. And can I have everyone come to me just a little bit? That's right. Very good. Five, 6, please begin. Side together, ladies. Side together, gentlemen. Side together, ladies. Rectangle next. 7, 8, 9, reverse. Box step next. Tracy on 6. Show your momentum. Wow. All right, thank you, partner. Hello, new partner. 5, 6, please begin. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. You can give your partner an elegant twirl and a bow. And please take a bow. Wow, that was fantastic. I was especially moved by how you all kept your eye contact and you were moving together as one. Wow, so our next dance, we're going to completely change the itinerary. And what dance is next?
The swing.
The swing. And can you tell me where the swing comes from? Do you remember? New York, of course. So it comes from Harlem, New York City. So back during the Harlem Renaissance. And we're just going to shake things up a bit. So let's go ahead and find that dance frame for the swing. It's a little bit different from the crispy chicken wing of our other ballroom dances. 5, 6, please begin.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack,
Well, you are.
and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come
All right. Thank you, partner. All right, snap.
Don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman I have ever seen. I guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go. That's right.
hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
What you say?
Hit the road, Jack,
Boogie walk.
don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road,
All right, let's pull your partner. And take a bow, ladies and gentlemen.
Excellent. Let's hear it again for Dancing Classrooms. Lockhart Elementary.
Should we get a little
Excellent.
closer?
Come a little closer. Great. Nice job, everybody. And what I noticed that you guys were having fun, right? Everyone's smiling and being really excited about being in dancing classrooms. So what do you enjoy most? Who can tell me? What do you enjoy most about dancing classrooms? I'll just start with you. And tell me your name.
My name is Sajid Avan, and I enjoy dancing and like showing off your talent and stuff.
And you are talented, all of you. And now what about you? Tell me your name. And now you guys recently did the Colors of the Rainbow. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, just give me a little bit of, share a little bit of your experience with Colors of the
Okay,
Rainbow.
my name is Nikayla King. I attend the Lockhart Elementary School. So what we did at the Colors of the Rainbow team match at Radco Center is that we did all kinds of different dances. We had different color team, which our team was the yellow team, as you can see.
Oh, yes, your ties and your flowers.
And we did the merengue, the swing, the foxtrot, the Roomba. And me and my partner, our favorite was the Roomba, yeah.
Right. Now, pass the mic on. Tell me your name. And so Miss Katie talked about some of the things that you're learning in dancing classrooms. So when you started off in dancing classrooms, what did it feel like for you? And then how does it feel now that you've learned all of these dances?
My name is Donna Birmingham, and when I first started ballroom dancing, I felt a little shy to dance with other girls, and how I felt now, I'm just brave enough to just dance and show off.
Excellent. I love it. You guys did excellent. And you young ladies, so just tell me a little bit about what you're learning in dancing classrooms, and again, what you enjoy most about being involved in dancing classrooms.
My name is Abani Kremi, and what we learn is that to be elegant and respect our teammates.
to be elegant and respect your teammates. That's wonderful. And Katie, just to kind of wrap things up, earlier in the show, we had on the fashionistas, and they also talked about that program helping them with their confidence and being able to, more interacting better in social situations. And I'm hearing the same thing about dancing classrooms.
And I think the overall theme is that if you disguise it in something fun,
right,
you don't realize that it's awkward anymore. Because I have to be honest with you, I was even trying to practice my own runway walk upstairs while we were waiting, and it was so hard for me. I got so nervous. But then the other lesson is that if you just try it and then you keep on doing it, it's not so hard anymore.
Right.
So it's like anything we're learning. So we find that students who may be struggling more academically, this sense of accomplishment, if like I can learn 6 ballroom dances and 20 lessons, then I can tackle that math problem that was, I was having a hard time with. And it's just, you just have to keep doing it. So we come back every day and we just keep layering on a little more, and you just have to practice.
Well, this was
But they work so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you would not see the level of dancing without the support of their amazing teachers, their 5th grade teacher, Miss Huggins, Miss Mary Christensen, who was supportive during the lessons as well, and the support of their principals. So Miss Bowery, Miss Christian Hodge, just thank you, because, this is the outcome that you can get.
Excellent. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's show. I'd like to thank Mrs. Faulkner Grant and the mini fashionistas over at Gladys Abraham. I'd also like to thank Katie Zaytoon, the VI director, executive director of Dancing Classrooms, and the beautiful students from Lockhart Elementary School for their excellent performances. I'm Cynthia Graham, and I'll see you right here next time on Hall Pass.
5, 6, 3, they go to the back. All right, show that disco to the back.